quick update, overall market situation, stocks, crypto, where I think we're going from my point of view, and how I'm preparing for the upcoming collapse. I think there are great opportunities laying ahead, but of course it's important to know how to leverage these opportunities. I think this year I timed bubble tops pretty good. I made with one put option on Tesla in February, I made $33,000, $3,000 position. On Space, I made a few $1,000, also with very little positions. Timing these bubble tops, what helped me is to check the overall chart, how bubbles always look. There's a chart on Google you can pull up. It looks always like this. Again, I think it's not controlled by something else, the price action, crypto or stocks. I think it's just bubble price action. When there's too much money in circulation from infinite printing by the Fed, it's creating these same pattern and price action behaviors. And they always set up in the same way and they're bursting the same way. Not always completely identical, sometimes they're a little bit different. But as you can see here, just recently, the last 2-3 decades, you see how this is basically also looks the same. How this is up curling, and then I'm waiting now for the final big burst to the upside before it's collapsing, and you can see it also here on the left side, and you can see it also on Tesla. Tesla last year, you can see here how Tesla has been grinding up to the upside, and created also this one final burst always at these bubbles. And they go vertical up, and I bought a put option here and I sold it here the next day. And yeah, let's see what else. S&P put up S&P 500 just the last few months ago. Let's see how that looks. Let's see where we are here. Time frame. November. Nope, it was a little bit longer ago. Yeah, it was here, this one. When you scroll on my Instagram a little bit lower, I posted that on this day here, on this green candle, I posted my plan that I buy 25 put option or something, and they were deep in the money. I think I bought the 355. I don't know if I'm wrong here, but as far as I can recall, it was 355 put option, and there was 3 days till expiration, $3,000 position. And I didn't stick to my own plan, unfortunately. I got too emotional. But again, it's all a learning experience for the big crash that's coming. So that's why I gather all the information, all my history. I want to learn from my mistakes and make it better next time. Because when I checked on Friday, this was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So it crashed from 359 to basically 335. And I checked the option, and I couldn't believe it, but yeah, I was literally able to make $70,000-$80,000 profit with a $3,000 position in 3 days. So the power of option is infinite. And I want to just time I think there's a huge crash coming up in the next few weeks, and I just want to prepare for it as good as I can. And what helped me also in the past was comparing different bubbles to each other. So I compared put up Tesla and Bitcoin. I compared it here, and I was actually able also to time the top perfectly with Tesla. With Tesla and Bitcoin was behaving so much the same way in February, as you can see here. I mean, this just looks identical. This here is again Bitcoin, 2017, and this was Tesla just earlier this year in February, and I was comparing candle by candle, and that's how I was able to trade Tesla at this time. Everybody thought I'm crazy, that you can't compare Tesla and Bitcoin. But again, for me, it's bubble price action, and it doesn't matter what market it is. Bubbles are for me bubbles, and they behave the same way. There are some bubbles on short-term time frames that I now see also on XRP and other cryptos, and they draw pretty fast. Then there are some bubbles that draw longer, like on the S&P 500 right now. You have to check the monthly candles on those. There's like a huge market, high price stock that takes much more time to draw the same behavior. Smaller time, like penny stocks or lower price stocks, they can draw this much faster. And yeah, I didn't see that a few weeks ago on XRP. I got a little bit also too caught up in FOMO and didn't recognize it yet. I mean, I knew it was a bubble, but I think it will burst earlier as of now. But I'm watching. So I'm trying to find out where is right now the top here for the stock market right now. So as you can see here, 100 years ago, Dow Jones and the last 3 decades, it looks basically identical. I mean, just look at it. We got here 2 tops like here, the same way. This one was also higher than the other one. We got the same here. It just, of course, there was much lower volume here, so it doesn't look so not 100% identical, but it looks 99% identical. So I want to know where we are right now. And normally how bubbles finish is with one final burst to the upside, one crazy candle. So what I can imagine here, we are right now basically here. The last monthly candle, maybe December or January, but I think this month maybe even. So as you can see here, this was a 1929 crash. And we are very fortunate that we have history people at this time. They didn't know, they didn't have the technology, and they didn't have the knowledge of history, where they are. At this time, they thought it goes up forever. But it didn't go up forever. And here right now, people think the same. Oh yeah, the Federal Reserve will just print forever. But at some point, drugs don't work anymore, and the money printing won't work anymore. I think they're gonna, I don't know what they do. I just can speculate. Some event might happen to crash the markets. So I don't know how much more room is to the upside. But you see, it makes one final high here, exactly as here. Yeah, there might be maybe stimulus news, final stimulus package, or the V. I can't name it because AI is basically controlling my voice, so I don't want to get the video banned on YouTube. And some kind of catalyst news to pump it one more time into the sky might happen for stocks. So I'm preparing, I'm watching right now. But if we see something like this, if this goes down now here, the Dow Jones, to this area again, then that's for me the sign to buy put options, starting to buy weekly put options. I'm going to update then. And because I want to be in this spike. There's one big crash coming that's going to be like crazy. Maybe like a 20% intraday crash I can see maybe at some point. So they can close the market. Let's see what will happen. But can you just imagine if you with same day expiration SPY put options or something to time these things? Of course, it's difficult, but again, I like to prepare for these things, and there's I think insane amount of money to be made if you time these things correctly. So yeah, if you can see here, sometimes I take time for myself, like today, just to get a clear picture of the situation. You know, I'm totally okay to be wrong. I'm open to change every single day. You know, I'm adjusting as I go. So sometimes I'm wrong, time it not correctly also. Then I'm always too early sometimes. And yeah, so I try to apply more patience. That's why I think maybe SPY is not the top yet. There will be one final vertical burst. So the monthly candle has to go completely vertical, like to this area here, I think, as of now. But let's see, again, preparing for all situations. So if this happens, if we go down here, then we know this is maybe the big crash might come. If it goes higher, then I'm start buying put options maybe here or here. So that's my plan for SPY. And yeah, and let's see what else we have. And then also I want to bet against the banks. I think I've been posting it, FAZ. I think that could be a great trade. I think the bank's gonna go bankrupt basically when the real liquidity crisis hits. Again, they're kept on life support by the Fed right now, but I don't know, they're waiting for some kind of event, you know, to let it collapse. We don't know when, but it will happen at some point in the future. So that's why I bought like 100 shares, small position, of FAZ. Again, it's an ETF that is betting against the banks, the banking sector. So you see, I mean, in the 2008-9 crisis, it's been literally at yeah, like $800,000 a share at this time. And it is as low as can go probably. Maybe it goes to $5 or something if there's another stimulus coming, so it can go lower, but the risk, that's why I keep my position small. So what I focus on is to make a lot of money with a little money. That is, I think, my skill that I also apply every single day in the stock market with options. I think today there were, just along today, there were 2 chances to make 200%. I was a little bit unlucky today on Starbucks and Twitter. Last week I made 2 times 200% alone with small positions. So I think I practiced this like for years, every day, to make with little money a lot of money. So I think options can give you this power, and I want to apply it also on the big crash, and channel the money in different areas so it can work for me in all kinds of scenarios. So that's why I'm holding also crypto. I'm holding a base amount of coins in XRP, XLM, that I think will be have a great future, and I will ride even these coins through the crash. I have them on my Ledger Nano in the Faraday bag in case of an EMP attack. Look, I don't know what they plan. They might take down the grid. I don't know what or who will do it, but I just want to make sure that that I do what I can do, to make sure that I'm fine in the future, and not vulnerable to the system and to all the events that are coming up. So this base amount of coins on this one here, I will never sell. I don't care how low it crashes. And then I have 2 exchanges, Coinbase and Bitstamp, 2 different exchanges funded with money to buy coins when the real crash comes, the big one. I'm not going to buy too early. I'm not going to buy like 40-50% crash. I wait for like the real crash where that might happen, where nobody else has money available to buy. That's when I want to buy. So for example, XRP, if it goes to 10 cent, I might consider start buying again. Or if Bitcoin, I'm not interested in buying Bitcoin. It's just had too many bull cycles already. I want to buy only what I really believe in myself in. So I focus on Stellar and XRP. So I want to wait for the moment when nobody has money, and then I'm going to buy. And I think this is a historic moment where like you can, in the next few weeks probably, you can set your life up for the rest of your life, basically. They are saying the foundation that you're financially free and secure with making a few smart moves. And also, of course, Bitcoin options is another thing. It's very new, and it's let's see where Bitcoin is right now. I'm using Ledger X for that, to buy Bitcoin put options for the Bitcoin crash. Again, I don't know if it's happening here right now, but I bought already some put options here. But if it goes higher, I will buy more put options. And it looks like a double top right now. So and then you see, I want to make money in all kinds of areas. Bitcoin options, and then of course long-term crypto holdings have a plan when rock bottom hits, to have money ready when the moment comes, when nobody else has money. Then FAZ, you're betting against the banking sector with 100 shares only, and then trying to buy SPY put options when that crashes, when I have some kind of confirmation that it might happen.